Hey, this is Dr. Sonja, and welcome back to Dr. Sonja TV. And this is the Wisdom Vault. You know, every year I've made a vow to go and do an assessment of what I learned in the year, right? In the previous year. And so as we go through this one and I think back, it has been not a challenging year. It has been one of the most rewarding years in business that I've ever experienced. But it has been one that really challenged me to be a better leader. It really challenged me to be a better, I would say, CEO. It challenged me to be even a better person, a woman, even a wife and a mom, and even a friend. And so as I go through this of what I learned in 2023, I want you to pay close attention. Now, what I learned, hopefully it could be a teaching tool for you and what you can take away and what you can glean from it. So let's just jump into this. What I learned in 2023. Wow, there's so many things. And I really wanted to take this time of the Wisdom Vault to focus on in business. Because honestly, going into this upcoming year, the year of elevation, I realized I have to take some things that I learned in 2023 to go into 2024. So let's jump right into it. Number one. I'm just going to do, let's do these in circles. I love connecting the dots, right? And you're going to see as I finish this, it's going to look like donuts and things like that. But I want you to imagine you taking away from what I learned and sharing it or using it for your upcoming year, okay? The first thing that I learned, don't work with everyone. I'm going to put a different color in here. I'm going to put a big stop on there, go through that. In business, I learned don't work with everyone because there are people when you begin your journey, and it doesn't matter if you're in this space of being a coach or consultant, you have a brick and mortar, you have a nail salon, you have a spa, you have a photography business, you have a restaurant, whatever the case may be. All I'm saying and what I've learned is don't work with everyone. Throughout the year, I learned some very valuable lessons. I am truly that type of person. I am a quick reactor. I make quick decisions. Maybe that's my 21 years in the military, where it's like if you didn't make a decision right away, someone could possibly die. So I didn't sit around pondering, oh, should I do that now? Sometimes at fault, but sometimes it really served me well. But one of the things that I learned in this year or in 2023 was don't work with everyone. Everyone that approaches you with their great idea and, hey, I could do this for you, I could do that for you, because my mind was so focused on the future that I was setting for myself. And I really downloaded what I heard from God. I don't know what you believe in, but I know for me, what I was hearing from him was, let's do this, let's do that. And the way manifestation works, people were being drawn to me or attracted to me. And it would be like I'd sit, you know how social media does. You're thinking about a thing. The next thing you look up and you're like, whoa, the coincidences. No, it's not. So again, one of the biggest things that I learned, don't work with everyone. Not everyone that comes to you with a great idea or they can do that for you. Really take a step back and see, does it fit into the values that I have? Does it fit into the things that I want to take place for myself? Because that is a very, very big deal. Because they're going to be people, honestly, and just you, that's me talking about vendors, but even clients. Through the year, I remember clients that come and they could afford or they invested $8,000 in a ticket, right, for a VIP dinner or something like that. And they turned out, honestly, and I hate to say this, they were not great clients at all. Simply because they just wanted to get in the room, they wanted to be seen, and then next thing you know, they just disappear. And they weren't very good at being a person of their word. And so again, don't just work with everyone. Next valuable thing that I learned, and I'm not going to make that red here. Let's go ahead and change this out really quick. You can keep this in here. But the next valuable thing is this. I'm a different breed. I realize I'm a different breed. Different breed, meaning I've always known that I was different. What about you? You've always known that you're different. You're listening to me right now. It's like, man, she's talking to me. You've always felt from a small child even to now, everything you do, how you move, everything is different. Right? And it being different, I realized that when most people are sitting around twiddling their fingers, oh, it's the holidays, I'm going to take time off. They're not doing anything. I'm a different breed because I'm sitting back early before the holidays come, and I'm preparing for the upcoming year because I know what happens in the first quarter of the year. I know what happens. So therefore, I'm looking at things differently. Most people are taking a break. Hard things happen. Remember where I shared, there's some people you shouldn't work with. I learned that very valuable lesson even at this point in my life. And as a different breed, I realize that when everybody else is making that easy right, I'm making that hard left. Not because I just want it to be challenging, but simply because I know that I was created different and I was created for more. The third thing that I learned, which is so valuable to me, I'm going to put a dollar bill in here, right? The same work that I did to generate $100,000 is the same work that I was doing to get to the $1 million mark. And for some reason in my head, I couldn't understand. I'm talking about 100K in 15 minutes. I'm talking about 100K in a day. I'm talking about in an hour. And I was like, man, there's no way that can be done. And when it really began to happen right before my very eyes, it was the same work that I did. But I had to be more focused and intentional and not have any doubt. That was one of the biggest things that I learned in this field. The same work that I did to generate $100,000 in 15 minutes is the same work I did to generate $1 million in a day, right? I know that blows your mind, but these are the things that I learned. I hope you can glean from that. The next thing that I learned, when making offers and for products and services, I'll put products and services in here as a coach, consultant, 8-figure coach to the general to giants, right? I realized that I had to position the product and sell the results. When I did that, business took off. In all of these years, an undergrad in business, a PhD, all of that, it was just blowing my mind that no one teaches this. So the lesson that I learned, honestly, in this field is positioning things properly and really selling the results. And I'll leave you with one last one. Be true to who you are. I found myself in places and spaces where I realized very quickly that you have to be true to who you are. People, when they see me even now, and I realize that I'll be honest, can I say this? I don't really care what people think anymore. I really don't. Because they're going to judge us anyway. Give them something to talk about that's good, where they can't take anything away from you because they didn't give it to you. Again, the thing that I learned in 2023 was be true to who you are. I realized if I wanted to become a part of the elite, I had to step up to the plate, hold my word to these are what my prices are, and stick to it. And when people came and give me their reasons or excuses why they couldn't do something, it wasn't that I wasn't connected to what they were saying, but I was more connected knowing what the results could be for them. And so these are the things that I learned in business in 2023. I hope you take something away from the lessons that I learned and apply it to your life and your business. All right? I'll see you on the next Wisdom Vault.
Like and subscribe to Dr. Sonja TV.